Hey guys, Delightful Dave here, reaching out to you guys. It's October 1st. It's the first payday with Landa. We're going to sit down, we're going to look at it on the application, kind of itemize out how we got paid, what we did with that payment, and we're going to even buy a whole new share of a whole property here. So we're going to get right into it. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and log right into it. And see exactly what's going on. So if you're not familiar, the first every single month is the actual payday with the Landa application. So every single month on the first you get paid, unless of course there's not a tenant in the property, which for the first time on Landa is actually the case. But the good news for me is it's not one of the properties that I own. But like most investors, there seems to be a sell-off of that property, which I personally don't think is wise. So we're going to kind of go over a couple of things here. Keep in mind this application is new, so there are a couple of errors in the actual reporting on the Landa application. You'll notice up top there it says my total gains is $19.21. My next rent payout is $2.60, where, to be perfectly honest with you guys, let me see if I can move that thing over there. Alright, so my monthly rate is actually $2.29. I think something's not reporting correctly on the Landa application, which is fine. I only expected 30-some cents this pay period anyways, as I started investing halfway through the month. There's some other issues that are coming to surface as the monthly payments have started to come out here, but none of which are detrimental to Landa by any means. They're working on making some fixes. I'm part of another group with Landa that definitely helps make adjustments to the application as necessary. So if we see any bugs or issues, myself and several other people we're part of that to make sure that these things don't continue to happen moving forward. But it is a brand new application, so I expect there to be some small bugs. And one of those things here today was on the payout. So to see the actual payout here, you start on the search bar, kind of see that we own some properties. I own quite a bit of that new IPO, so I'm trying to put more and more money into Landa, but there's not a lot of properties at this particular time. In fact, there is currently 10 with more on the way. So as it sits right now, I own 2 shares of the Creekwood Way, I own 2 shares of the Summerwoods Lane, and I own 62 shares of Lakeview Road, which I purchased at $5.64 a share and haven't made any money on them. So now these other ones here I purchased for quite a bit less than what they're currently valued at. I did own 8 shares of the 1743 Summerwoods Lane. I did sell some of those shares, which is going into my total gains here. So if we keep scrolling down here, it'll tell me what my current holdings are, how much cash we have, and the individual rent payouts per property. Right, so during this month here, that new property here, the 9439 Lakeview, that property netted me 29 cents. The 1743 Summerwoods netted me 7 cents. I didn't actually own the 5051 Maple Drive. I did create a buy purchase. I decided to not purchase it anymore, so which is why that says 0 cents. And the 8569 Creekwood, I gained 1 cent on that property, mostly because I purchased them halfway through the month. So next month here, I expect, as long as nothing goes bad in the properties, to net another $2.29. So one of the things I wanted to do today is I did go ahead and want to make sure we go ahead and buy. We're just going to buy 1 share, so that's what I have in the account right now. So 3 cents this month, buy 1 share, review. Go ahead and hit the confirm button. On an IPO, you can't adjust the sale price. Look at that. Request was sent successfully. So as soon as this updates, which it does not update very quickly, usually it takes about 10 minutes or so. Usually I have to close down the app and reopen the application, but after I do that, this monthly rent here will say something along the lines of $2.32. And over here, right underneath where it says gains report, it'll come up to $2.60. So you can see that the gains report here, I've got 5.21% in gains, which is really good considering I've only been investing in Landa for basically the last 2.5 weeks. This year, as I only have 1 rental income, I have netted a massive 38 cents. So, or for rental gains of 0.10. So, which is still something. It's better than most savings accounts, really. So, so this is week one here. I'll keep posting individual videos on the individual weeks of Landa. So if you want to follow along, go ahead and like and subscribe. Before we get off here, I did want to go ahead and show you guys a property that is currently has nobody in the property. The tenant did actually move out. So I just got to remember which one it is. Oh, it's the one that actually says vacant. So before, instead of being saying vacant, it would just say 0%. So they went ahead and updated that, which was one of our requests. We said it's just kind of silly to not have things look correctly here. So, and they actually fixed this as well. So earlier today, it just said the rental income was 0, everything else was 0, but they've already taken into account our advice in the community, or in this case, Travis's advice in the community. Is very an avid helper in the community there, to go ahead and show exactly how much money is being burned on the property every single month. So that $535 comes out of this reserves account, which is down here, which only has $321 in it. So we're hoping that they find a new tenant relatively quickly, and of course I'll keep everybody posted on when that happens exactly, to show you guys a little bit more in detail exactly what's going on the property here. So there's a few things that they've been trying to fix, but you know, there was a sell-off earlier today when it was announced that there wasn't anybody in there. But if they follow along with the property that they own, this information was shared on 9/23 that the current tenant is leaving the property, and Landa has put it up for rent. So if you're not familiar with Landa, there's going to be a link down in the description here that you can go ahead and download that application. They are a brand new real estate investment application where you can buy individual shares of Landa to show, to basically earn a monthly income on those on those shares that you want. So each house is 10,000 shares. You buy into those shares, and if you're anything like me, you'll just hold on to them for forever, or until they sell the house, which hopefully never happens here. But you know, for me here at $2.29 a month on $368 in equity isn't all that bad. So you think about it, it's just exponential, you know, especially as you invest more and more of your own money into it. So, but don't forget to like and subscribe so you guys can check out next week's video. And of course, I'll be making a video every single time when there's a new payout here as well, so you guys can follow along in my portfolio and see exactly what's going on. So, but this is Delightful Dave signing off. Have a wonderful rest of your guys' month of October, and happy super early Halloween. Bye-bye.